Everyone, welcome to my final project presentation. So what I'm showing here is an end-to-end pipeline in order to integrate machine learning in any company or business organization. First, you get some data and then do some exploratory analysis to gain insights. And then you have to do a lot of modeling and data science in order to produce the final prototype model with acceptable predictive accuracy. But then in order to go from proof of concept into usable model, you have to productionize it, which means that you have to train the model on the entire dataset. If your dataset is big, you have to train it on multiple machines. You have to package the model and deploy it, exposing some kind of endpoints or API so that other people can use your model. But most importantly, you have to monitor your model over time and then retrain the model whenever there's new training data going in, or there's changes to the code, kind of like a CI/CD system for models. Doing this from scratch can be challenging and intimidating, but fortunately, AWS have some services that can make this more manageable. So at the core of my project is AWS SageMaker, which is an ML workflow service for developing, training, and deploying models all in one place. And it helps you scale up your training, and it also hosts your model endpoint, and it makes things more easy for you. So what you have to do is you have to create a train and inference Docker images and then upload it to AWS, and then you have to do all of these steps in order to configure the system. SageMaker only provides you the platform, but gluing everything together and making sure things are working, you have to do it yourself manually. So my project is to automate all of these steps so that you can just provide the Docker images and then with a push of a button deploy a CI/CD system for your model. My project, a lot of the work is done in the Sage build and bring your own Docker container open source projects. So this is a high level schematic of what the system is. So these steps are correspond to these steps that we automate here, and we orchestrate these tasks sequentially using AWS Step Function, which keeps track of which task we're trying to complete and the state of it, whether we're starting the task or if the task has finished. And based on the state, it will launch appropriate Lambda functions. So this entire workflow can be triggered in multiple ways. You can trigger it manually. It will automatically trigger whenever there's new data or there's new code. And I also configure it so that you can start a build and monitor a build using Amazon Alexa. So what I'm showing you here is the step function, which is the workflow that I just showed you. You can see that there are multiple states and steps and multiple branches to get to the endpoint here. And here are the previous runs. And when you finish the run, the states will be all green, so you know that it's succeeded. So in Amazon Alexa, I can ask to get my build info, and I see that there is a build that was succeeded recently. So I can also ask Alexa to start a build, and it says a new job has been started. When I ask it again to start a build, it tells me that a job is currently executing already. I can get information about the state of my build. So it says that it's still running here. And then I can get more information about this state and what step it's in. Alexa told me that my current state is wait for training. So thank you guys so much for listening, and thanks Greg and the TA for this class. I learned a lot. If you want more details, check out my other video. Thank you.